Hey everybody, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel, #MovieBae. I am MovieBae, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a review over Netflix's newest show entitled WAGs to Riches, Episode 1, Wives and Girlfriends. But before we get too into it though, I would like for you all to consider subscribing to the channel because here on MovieBae, I do reviews, reactions, and commentary to movies and television. And if that is the type of content you like, you might as well consider subscribing to the page. Binge my channel, binge my playlist. I promise you're gonna find something that you like, okay? And if you enjoy my commentary along the way, don't be afraid to give me a thumbs up and or drop a comment down below. Now let's go ahead and get into episode 1 of Wags to Riches, aka Selling Tampa 2.0, because that's honestly what it is. I didn't even watch Selling Tampa. I heard about it, of course, the controversy of it all. But when I found out that half the cast does real estate, yep, it's Selling Tampa 2.0. All right, so let's do a quick rundown of these ladies, what they do, and who they are a wife and girlfriend of. So we have Sherelle, who is a developer and real estate broker. She is engaged to Chad Ochocinco, and honestly, I'm just surprised that he got himself a black girl or half black girl or whatever she is. Then we have Portia, who is a real estate agent. She wants to be popular, which I feel like why she aligns herself with Sherelle, because she said that Sherelle is very popular, and if Sherelle thinks you're in, and if Sherelle thinks you're out. So my first impression of Portia is kind of like a moocher, kind of like a coattail rider. That's my first impression. Okay, first impression. I only watched episode 1, I promise. She is, however, with, I think, engaged or dating Andre Berto, who is a boxer. Then we have Alexis, who co-owns a cannabis farm. She is the ex of Amari Stanmeyer. I don't even follow basketball, but I know his name, so he's a big deal. I personally still like them. I'll get into that a little bit later. But Alexis right now seems to be the only one of the only people who is logical and level-headed. Right now, we're Team Alexis, okay? Then we have Miranda MJ. She is also a real estate worker. She dates the rapper Kodak Black, 22, young hothead, trying to get it out the mud. Okay, we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. Stoni is a boutique owner. She is the ex of Rick Ross. Tongue twister. Who knew that would be a tongue twister? Rick Ross. And right now, she is considered like the black sheep of the friend group. Matter of fact, her friend group really consists of MJ. And honestly, like, y'all are close, that's cool, but MJ is literally the age of your daughter. She should be hanging with your daughter. I'm just saying. Ashley, real estate agent. She is the ex-wife of Philip Wheeler. And we have Keita Hill, who's a tech entrepreneur, wife of Tyreek Hill. He's a character. And then we have Jules, who is a social media marketer. She's the ex of Duke Riley. And Sade Vanessa, who owns her own swimwear company, and she's the fiance of Chosen Anderson. Okay. Ooh, I try not to give away too much of how I'm feeling of these ladies right now. So let's go ahead and get into these storylines. So they have a couple of meetups before they all meet together as a group. And as previously stated, we have Stoni and Alexis. Stoni right now is the black sheep of the friend group. She had a X tape that was released when it came to, like, I guess, like, as revenge on. And for some reason, the ladies, Sherelle in particular, doesn't like her because of this fact. Not only does she have, I guess, pornography going around the internet, but rumors have also attached itself to that tape, saying that she's like an escort now. And she's really emotional about it because, one, it's not like she released it. Two, she was really like collateral damage with the 50 Cent and Rick Ross beef. And nobody knows how that tape has really affected her. She had considered unaliving herself. She has lowered her self-value. She calls herself damaged goods. And of course, she feels like she has let her kids down. So when it comes to Stoni, I really feel for her, especially because we're going to get into it a little bit later, because it's no way in HE double hockey sticks y'all should be mad at this lady for what happened to her. Make that make sense. All right. So we also have the friend group well, now let's go ahead and get to Sherelle and MJ. So MJ works for Sherelle, as does half of the cast, and works with Sherelle. And like I stated earlier, Miranda MJ, she is in real estate. She's a rapper. She's 22. She met Kodak Black when he came to perform at her high school. Yeah, red flag right there. They followed each other on social media when she was still in high school, but she claims that he didn't DM her until she turned 18. Yeah, right. Because even as a grown man, why are you following this high school kid back? Okay. Anyways, she got 2 kids in the course of 4 years. Yeah, okay. Anyhow, MJ is literally a 22-year-old kid. Young lady. But you can tell her age. I'll say that she definitely acts her age. New money, you can smell it on her. And of course, she is in a relationship with a rapper, so infidelity is a huge issue. So she talks to Sherelle about it. And even though Sherelle is dropping gems, saying that he's draining the energy out of you, you're shutting down, I'm calling you for work, people are looking for you, and you're nowhere to be found because he has got you in this emotional slump because of his actions. And MJ says she doesn't want to be the type of girlfriend to put up with the infidelities, but at the same time, you are the type of girlfriend that's putting up with the infidelities. Even though Sherelle was dropping gems, it's how she was saying it that made it kind of like her ish don't stink. Sherelle said that she saw herself in MJ, which is, I guess, why she going so hard on her. But at the same time, you got to give that girl grace. It's going to be the slogan of the video. You got to give that girl grace because she is 22. She is going to make her own mistakes. You can only tell her so much. And you don't want to like beat it down her throat because it's going to turn into like very quote unquote motherly. And what do kids do when their parents try to give them advice? They don't listen. So try to come at it from either a boss standpoint, like literally like her boss standpoint, like you need to still handle your SHIT for you and them kids and not be down in the dumps too long about it, or come at her from a friend angle to where I'm going to listen to you vent, I'm going to give you advice, but I'm not going to push it on you of what you need to do. Sherelle really needs to learn how to talk to people. I feel like I said, she act like her ish don't stink, like she got it all together, like she's very much so that girl. And it gets to the point to where she started cutting MJ off and telling her how she feel and telling her what she doing and how she acting. And it's like, you can't tell me by myself. Like, you could tell me outside looking in, but like I said, where's the grace? You're not even letting me talk no more. Right now, you telling me how I feel and what I'm doing. So Sherelle just has been rubbing me wrong this whole episode thus far. Then we get to the friend group. Ashley decides to have a pool party. A couple of girls come over. Specifically, it's Portia, Alexis, Sherelle. I guess it's it, and Ashley, because it's her house. There, Portia states how Stoni kind of inquired about Portia showing her a house in this very wealthy area, and they kind of joke and clown her funds like, did she pass the background check? Does she have enough money? And da-da-da-da. And I'm like, what's the shade? Like, why are y'all treating this girl like she's a brokey? Especially because then in the same breath, y'all said that she won a lawsuit against 50 Cent for releasing that video of her. So like, y'all, what? Right now it's giving same tax bracket. You know what I'm saying? So to clown her about her funds and saying because she afforded, looking up her ex tape while they at the pool, it was just really giving Mean Girl vibes. So the only two people though that to me isn't really being messy is Portia and Alexis. Portia was like, you know what? If this is her testimony, then that's her testimony. That's what she went through, and it ain't got nothing to do with me. If she is an escort or not, because Sherelle definitely threw that rumor out there like that. Just reckless with her mouth, that one. I don't see it for her right now, y'all. I don't know. And of course, Alexis, who just had lunch or dinner with Stoni, is defending her. Because I was really curious. I was like, okay, Alexis is in this group of girls and they clowning her. What is she gonna do? But Alexis definitely did stand up to defend her. Like, all right, y'all, let's cool it, let's chill out. Like, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Alexis for that. Yeah. So in Sherelle's like interview, her little confessional or whatever she says that she doesn't really see it for Stoni. On top of Stoni, is she know that Stoni is digging for tea on her. Are you like nervous that she gonna find something or what? And when did she start digging for tea? Is it after you have X'd her out of this friend group already? Because if that's the case, I don't mind Stoni digging for tea. Because why are you treating me like this? Why are you doing me like this? You don't even know me for real. So yes, now I'm gonna start trying to see what's tea with you. Yeah, you know my tea, let me know yours. So I just need to know the time frame of when Stoni was quote unquote looking for tea on Sherelle. Ain't that her name? Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move on to let's go ahead and move on to the cocktail hour. So Portia throws a little cocktail hour. This is when the entire cast comes together. And let's just give a little side note of the men, because the men were there. Usually on these type of shows like Love and Hip Hop, Basketball Wives, the men are involved because they are the wives and girlfriends of housewives, but they really so make like cameos to quote unquote support their wives. They kept saying that a lot during this scene. I'm here to support my wife, support my wife, support my wife. And I was like, they're not at like a marketing or an event or anything. It's a cocktail hour. So I'm thinking they're here to support their wife on the show. Okay, so let's talk about these men. Hill, Tyreek Hill, he's a character. I feel like he's one of those guys that will end up getting into the drama with the women, not like arguing with the women, but definitely be like, what she said, what type ish, like a Peter on Housewives. I get that from Tyreek Hill. Chosen is really quiet, really laid back. I don't really see him being on camera that much. And Amari, I'm just calling him Amari because his last name is Stratton. Him, I think he's really respectful. Obviously, I feel like he's an older gentleman. I do really appreciate his interaction with Alexis. They seem like they're great at co-parenting, and I don't know what happened in their relationship. I'm sure we'll find out. But as of now, I still feel the love, and I'm rooting for them. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the combos of the mixer. All right. So we meet Jules at the party, and apparently she is like a media marketer. She used to work with Kanye for, I guess, the Yeezy line. And while at the party, he sent a message kind of saying that he was not involved in the mass firing that Jules was at the end of. And apparently she lost millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars in the course of a month. And she is honestly open to talking to Kanye, working it out, possibly getting back into a partnership with him. However, Ashley is saying you just need to get your money and you need to call it a wrap, because just based off what she knows about Kanye, she doesn't think that anybody would have had control over Kanye. She thinks that Kanye is trying to cover his butt, and Jules just needs to get the money and leave. The moment that Jules is pulled away from the conversation, Ashley just started talking smack to Alexis, like, yeah, I don't think that she was fired for nothing. She has a reputation, and her reputation precedes her, and that just means you need to be smart about who you doing your business with, because now you done lost out on all this money. And I'm like, these women is fake. These women is so fake. Team Alexis. She's the only one that's just like, well, let's just give her grace. If she's not getting paid, that's not fair. She definitely needs to get her money. Who knows? Da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand what Ashley is saying, but I guess I just need to know the reputation. I just need to know this reputation that Jules has. You know what I'm saying? Why is Ashley going so hard on her the moment that old girl walk away? Matter of fact, she was even going hard in her face. Like, this is what you need to do type ish. You know what I'm saying? Very opinionated woman, this Ashley. Because she says that Jules just isn't my type. You know what I'm saying? So now let's go ahead and get to the part that really kind of just like made me want to wash my hands with Sherelle. And honestly, though, if this part of the show did not happen, I don't think I would have considered doing a video about it, let alone watching episode 2. But Sherelle versus Stoni. Everybody comes and they sit down, and Sherelle tells Stoni flat out, I don't F with you, or I don't see myself effing with you. And it's all because of the X tape and the quote unquote escort rumors. So let's talk about it. And I like how, as of now anyhow, I like how Jules was like, well, raise your hand if you have ever recorded yourself with a partner. And half the group raised their hand, because that's a common thing, especially if you're in a relationship, a long-term relationship. You have recorded yourself. You know what I'm saying? If that's what y'all into, that's what y'all into. So how are you mad at her that guy ended up being a PUNK and decided to sell that tape out of revenge? I am a victim here, and you're mad at me. Make that make sense, especially Miss Sherelle, because you said yourself that you got pictures of yourself and Chad Ochocinco phone bent over and whoop-de-whoop. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And then gonna turn right around and give Stoni advice, quote unquote, to if you have recorders, you need to make sure they're on your phone. Well, you got these pictures on Chad's phone. You literally just said that. How are you gonna give me advice and you're doing the opposite of? Hello. So Stoni was also like, I wish you would have really just came to me as a woman, pulled me aside, and Sherelle gonna cut her off and say, well, we're right here right now. It didn't happen like that. It did. Okay, so she came to me when she wrong, because you definitely could have pulled her aside. You've been talking about her to everybody all day. Talk to that lady one-on-one. Really get to know her. You know what I'm saying? I understand, because I too am the type of person where I could just see somebody and be like, they not my type of person. But I am also the type of person that will give that person a fair chance. You know what I'm saying? I'm either going to stay far away from you and not talk about you, or I'm going to give you a chance, and then when you prove me right, I'm not going to talk to you. But to not even give her a chance and to be talking about her, like, girl, bye. So what I like though, Stoni was like, you know what, can I have a moment with you? So Stoni and Sherelle, they walk away, they step to the side, and they just basically, Stoni comes to her in a calm, respectful way, basically saying, you should give me the chance, get to know me. And Sherelle was like, you don't have nothing I want to get to know. Two issues with this. One, I appreciate Stoni pulling Sherelle away so we can't have this one-on-one. I want to see if this is really what you like, or are you putting on the front in front of your friends? Step two, Stoni, don't you ever beg to be your friend. Don't you ever beg for no chance, quote unquote. Don't you ever beg for none of that. None of that. You don't like me? You don't F with me? I don't with you either. Nice to know. Good meeting you. And I don't blame Stoni for leaving either. My homegirl MJ not here. Y'all got this mean girl club, mean girl vibe going on, acting like y'all holier than thou. Yeah, I'm going too. And then when Sherelle goes back to the group, she says, this y'all friend, y'all invite this hood rat? Why she gotta be a hood rat? How is she the hood rat? And you the one going around starting rumors, don't have enough decency to talk to her one-on-one, but she the hood rat because she pulled you to the side, had a calm conversation with you, and just decided to leave because she didn't want to interact with you. But she the hood rat? Okay, yeah, that definitely rubbed me. That was like, hell nah, I don't like this bitch. And she the face of the franchise? Oh no, I don't know about this one. So what I am going to hope for in later episodes is that Stoni stands up. Stand up. That's what I want to see from Stoni. So the episode ends with Stoni in her boutique, and she gets a notification on her phone that her good homegirl MJ has been arrested for getting into an altercation with one of Kodak Black's side bitches. And that is the end of episode 1. Thank y'all so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Be sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below on episode 1 only. No spoilers because I haven't watched episode 2, but I am going to get off of here and do just that because I want to see what's going to happen with MJ. And, like previously stated, what's going to happen with Stoni as well. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Give me a thumbs up. It lets YouTube know that you enjoyed the commentary and commentary just like this. And of course, consider subscribing to the channel. I will see y'all next time. Bye.